Alright, so we're going to start off with a discussion of photosynthesis. Right, in it, you know how we need ATP that is necessary for carrying out all reactions in the body. So we're going to start off by talking about importance of ATP. Alright, so then we need to know that how plants actually make ATP. Now you must know that plants are autotrophic organisms. Right, so autotrophic means that they are organisms that make organic compounds from carbon dioxide. Alright, and you know that this is basically what your process of photosynthesis is. Right, but the fact that you also need sunlight for it, that is necessary. Clear? Right, so what type of energy is given by the sun? That is your light energy, right? The sun gives you light energy. Now that is converted into your chemical energy. And now you might be wondering, where will this chemical energy be transferred? So this will be present in the bonds of organic molecule. And the examples would be like maybe glucose, starch. So these both are, let's say, if you take these examples, they are both used as your very good energy sources. Right, so now you must know that how your light energy is coming from the sun. That will be converted into chemical energy, and that is present between the bonds of your organic molecules. Now plants, algae, and you have some other bacteria. Some bacteria. Some of them are autotrophs. Yes. So they are basically your main photosynthetic organisms. These are the ones that are providing us the amount of energy that we need. Now there must be some organism present that are consuming these autotrophs. They are known as your heterotrophs. So you have heterotrophic organisms. Now what will heterotrophic mean? Yes, so organisms that generally eat plants or they can also include other animals that have eaten plants. Right, so that would mean herbivores and carnivores both come under heterotrophs. Even omnivores, we also come under the heading of heterotrophs because we eat both plants and animals. Alright, so basically they are using the products of photosynthesis, right? But plants use it directly because they perform photosynthesis and then they are utilizing it. But these heterotrophs, they are using the products of photosynthesis indirectly. Why? Because they are just obtaining from it. They don't have any role in making it. These products of photosynthesis indirectly. for making of necessary or substances. That act as a supply of energy for all activities. Alright, now the thing that we started on from ATP, you must know what exactly ATP is, right? So your ATP is your adenosine triphosphate. This is basically an energy currency, right? The thing that plants make, yes. So this is basically your universal energy supply. We can say that. Alright. So when energy is needed, so your third phosphate group, that is the third phosphate, can be broken down by which reaction? Hydrolysis. That is what? Addition of water. Hydrolysis reaction. And what will the reaction be? It will be ATP is converted into ADP, that is your adenosine diphosphate. And the amount of energy it releases is 34 kilojoules. Clear? Alright. And you also need to know the enzyme for this reaction. So the enzyme that is needed for this reaction is, so this reaction is catalyzed by your enzyme ATPase. Alright, and then if I need to convert it, so you can then, this is a reversible reaction, right? So your ADP will convert it back to your ATP by adding of inorganic phosphate. This is basically a reduction oxidation reaction, so you can call it a redox reaction. And let's put the reversible sign because this is a reversible reaction. And now we need to talk about how do you make ATP. Alright, so making ATP, so you have the ETC, that is your electron transport chain. Right, so the main way in which ATP is synthesized is by a removal of H atoms, hydrogen atoms. Alright, is this clear? Because basically what happens when you're removing it, so you have several intermediate compounds in the metabolic pathway. So as soon as you remove the hydrogen atoms from there, that's how you basically get your ATP from several intermediate compounds and metabolic pathway Alright, so this is one of the main ways of making of ATP. Now that will be involved in the process photosynthesis and so on and so forth.